Hello Capricorn, welcome back. This is your monthly reading for April 2025. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign, depending on what you resonate best with. Let's have a look at your April messages. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. And remember, Capricorn, these are general readings. If you'd like insights into your own personal situation, you can contact me via the links below for private readings. Capricorn, also don't forget the yearly 2025 readings are available. So if you want insights into what's happening for you in 2025, make sure to check out that reading. Capricorn, we are going to have a look and see what messages come through for you for April. Then we'll have a look at money and finances, love and relationships, health, any obstacles, blocks, or challenges, and overall message for April 2025. Capricorn. Capricorn, show me the messages for Capricorn, April 2025, Capricorn. Capricorn. So I feel there could be some changes happening, possibly in a workplace environment. I'm seeing something with work, something with a possible, I'm picking up manager for some of you. There could be some changes here at work, changes with a manager, new manager. There could be a new manager, somebody that's head of something. This could be a boss. It could be a head of a department. This could be a new person at the place that you work. Capricorn, for some of you, I'm also picking up, this could be some new way of doing things, some new system, some new process. It could have to do with a work situation for some of you. Some changes that are happening surrounding this, the changes that something new is going to be implemented. Some new process or some new person that could be in charge of something. Somebody that's giving orders, somebody that could be a boss, could be a supervisor. And whatever these changes are, Capricorn, they are already in motion. So these changes are something that's going to happen whether you want them to happen or not. These changes are going to be a little tricky at first. Changes within this organization, changes within this company, changes with whatever this structure is. It's going to be a little tricky at first. There's going to have to be some decisions made, some kind of decision-making process. Capricorn, this could be your own energy coming through as well. For some of you, this could be a situation in which you are becoming some kind of manager, some kind of head of department, some kind of supervisor or boss, something in which you'll be in charge of something and you'll have to implement some kind of change, or that some kind of choice or some kind of decision is going to have to be made on how to implement some kind of change. And to move forward with these changes is going to be a little tricky. It's going to be kind of like walking on eggshells. And Capricorn, if this is not directly related to you becoming a manager, for example, this month, this could have to do with this individual in which it could be tricky dealing with this person. It's a situation or a person in which you may have to tiptoe around the situation. You may have to tiptoe around this person, because this individual or this situation is such that things are going to be more structured. Things are going to be laid out in a specific way. There's going to be some kind of process behind whatever this is. So again, dealing with some new situation, some new process, could be a new person, some new supervisor, new manager, new head of some kind of department. Could also be yourself moving into some kind of managerial role, some kind of supervisory role, but something in which changes are happening, quite possibly in a place of employment, something that is moving forward. It can no longer be undone. Something that has to do with a larger organization and something that is going to be a little tricky. Some of these decisions could be tricky. Some decision making is something that you'll have to tiptoe around. You'll have to be careful with. Or to be careful in general in this company. To pay attention to the details with whatever these changes are that are now in motion, that are now moving forward. Capricorn. And Capricorn, for some of you, if you're not dealing with a work situation, if you are dealing with a specific individual outside of a work situation, Capricorn, this individual could be tricky. This could have something to do, for example, with your partner or with a relationship with a person. This could be a new person that you are getting to know, some new person. And this individual could be a little bit tricky to deal with. There is some kind of change, some kind of new approach needed when dealing with this person. Capricorn. Let's have a look at your money and finances. Money and finances, Capricorn, there could be some offer here. There could be some message that comes in regarding money and finances. But I feel overall, there's going to be some kind of growth, some kind of slow growth when it comes to money. Capricorn, I'm picking up there could be some kind of expansion. This could be expansion in your bank account, for example. Some new offer that comes in, something that changes, in which Capricorn, you may have a decision in front of you to accept something new or not. This could be some new offer. For those of you that are in the position of deciding to take on a supervisor or manager role, Capricorn, this could be some kind of benefit to you. This could increase your bank account. This is going to be some kind of slow growth. It's going to be slow, but it's going to be stable. So for those of you contemplating taking on some kind of new role at work, if you're in this position, this is going to be something that's going to grow over time, something that is going to be stable, and something that's going to bring some kind of slow growth. I'm seeing growth and expansion is possible with this new position if you're in this situation, Capricorn. Let's check your love and relationships. Love and relationships, Capricorn. There could be some kind of loss when it comes to love and relationships. Capricorn, for those of you dealing with relationships, there could be something changing in a situation. Something changing, something that could be tricky, specifically dealing with someone. And I'm feeling for some of you, Capricorn, you may specifically be dealing with somebody that could be dealing with something health-wise. I'm picking up something with health, something that could be challenging. So you may know a person for example, that may be under the weather. They may be sick. They may not be feeling very well. This could be a delicate situation to deal with. And I'm picking up, if you're in this situation that you're dealing with someone that could be having some kind of health issue, dealing with a loved one with a health issue, Capricorn, I'm picking up to go some kind of traditional route, traditional medicine, and to pay attention. I'm feeling there could be some choice here, some choice that you have to make about how to take care of a loved one, how to take care of somebody that you have a close relationship with. It could be a bit of a tricky situation. It could be something tricky dealing with some kind of traditional medicine or traditional way of doing things. And I'm also picking up specifically, Capricorn, for a small group of you, that you may be driving somebody to get a checkup, or you may be driving some loved one. This could be a family member. This could be your spouse or partner. You may be driving them somewhere. If this has to do with health, you may be driving them to a place to get some kind of second opinion. I'm picking up second opinion because I feel something about the way, the traditional way in which things are being handled. It could be a little bit tricky. It could be something that you need to pay attention to. So if there's something that you're dealing with health-wise with a loved one, you may want to get a second opinion. Drive them somewhere to get a second opinion on something, to get them looked at by another individual. So love and relationships, again, there could be something with a loved one that you're dealing with in which this individual has some kind of challenge in love and relationships. Health-wise, I feel health is going to be good for you, Capricorn. I feel something with energy levels. Energy is going to be high. Energy is going to be good. Especially if you're dealing with a loved one that could be having some kind of health issue. I feel there is going to be some kind of good outcome here. And I feel health-wise, you'll have the energy to get you through the month. I feel your energy levels, your vitality is going to be high. Capricorn, I'm also picking up something with circulation, movement of the blood. There's going to be a lot of energy, a lot of circulation, energy moving through your veins. So it could be a good month, for example, for walking, using some of that energy, using some of that movement in your body to move your physical body. So moving your physical body, getting out. I'm picking up something with some kind of movement that could be, for example, a bicycle, some kind of circular motion that's moving you forward. So this could be some kind of bicycle or a stationary bike, for example, but something in which there's some energy moving through your veins, some kind of energy that needs to be taken advantage of. Let's check obstacle, block, or challenge. Okay, so the challenge here, Capricorn, this has to do with money, and the challenge is not having enough money. Financial-wise, even looking at our Five of Pentacles, if we look at this financially, there could be some kind of loss here, some kind of situation in which you have less money than you thought. This could have to do with some kind of decision that needs to be made. This could also have to do with some decision, Capricorn, for those of you that may be offered some kind of new role at work, to take on more work, to take on more responsibility, for example, as a supervisor, manager, a boss, a head of some department. This position could be less money than you thought at the initial stages, But over time, I feel there's going to be some kind of growth here. So if you're in this situation financially, it could be something in which it's going to grow over time. But at the initial stages, it could be less than what you had hoped for, less than what you thought. Again, Capricorn, for those of you in this situation, but something surrounding money, some challenge surrounding having less money than you thought, or having some kind of possible loss of money. Capricorn, for some of you, this could also have to do with a situation in which you may be dealing with a loved one that has something to do with health, in which this could have a toll on finances. You may have to make a decision to spend something extra, for example, if you need to get a second opinion on something. Capricorn. Let's check overall message. Trust actions, not words, Capricorn. Very nice. So make sure that whatever it is that you're trusting, this could have to do with this tricky situation, whatever this is, but to trust the actions of what people do, not what people say. Because people can talk all day long and not fulfill any kind of promise whatsoever. Capricorn. So overall, in the month of April, again, changes are happening, some kind of changes that are now in motion, that are going to move forward, that could place you in a situation in which you have a decision in front of you that you have to make, something that could be tricky, a situation that could be tricky, or a person that you're dealing with that could be tricky, something you have to pay attention to. There could be some kind of offer here that comes in, could be some kind of message that comes in, something that could provide some kind of long-term growth, some kind of stability long-term. Could be a situation that you're dealing with a loved one that could have something to do with health, or some kind of loss surrounding health or money in general in April, or a situation in which there's less money than you hoped for. Again, health-wise, make sure you're doing something with movement. Circulation is going to be strong, energy and vitality. A good month to do some kind of physical activity in which you can move, in which you can allow that blood to circulate through your body. An overall message, again, to trust actions and not words in the month of April. So those are your messages for April 2025. Do let me know if you have questions or comments in the comment box below. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. Don't forget to like this video and check the links below for additional readings or personal readings, and have a good week.